joyful mysteries. The first joyful mystery, the Annunciation of the word of the angel to Mary. The angel Gabriel was sent from God to a virgin who was betrothed to a man named Joseph, and the virgin's name was Mary. And when he came into her presence, he said, "Hail, full of grace, the Lord is with you." She was perplexed by this saying, and wondered what sort of greeting this could be. And Mary said, "Behold, the handmaid of the Lord. Let it be done to me according to your word." Luke chapter 1, verses 26 to 29 and verse 38. The grace to ask, to know and embrace God's will in my life. Invocation. Jesus, meek and humble, live in me. The second joyful mystery. Mary visits her cousin Elizabeth. And when she came into the house of Zechariah, she greeted Elizabeth. And it happened that when Elizabeth heard Mary's greeting, the baby leapt in her womb. The baby leapt in her womb. Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Spirit, and she exclaimed with a loud cry, "Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb." Luke chapter 1, verses 40 to 42. Grace to ask, to be attentive to the needs of those around me. Invocation. Jesus, most loving, live in me. The third joyful mystery. The birth of Jesus at Bethlehem. Now it happened in those days, a decree went out from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be registered. Since Joseph was of the house and family of David, he went up from Nazareth in Galilee to Bethlehem of Judea, the city of David, to be registered with Mary, who was betrothed to him and who was pregnant. Now it happened that while they were there, the days for her to give birth were fulfilled. She gave birth to her firstborn son, wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. Luke chapter 2, verse 1 and verses 4 to 7. Grace to ask, to be attentive to the needs of the poor and homeless. Invocation. Jesus, poor and selfless, live in me. The fourth joyful mystery, the presentation of Jesus in the temple. They took the child up to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord. And when the parents brought the child Jesus into the temple to do for him, according to the custom of the Torah, Simon took him in his arms and blessed God, saying, "Now you send your servant away in peace, O Master, according to your word, because my eyes have seen your salvation." His father and mother were amazed at what was said about Jesus. And Simon blessed them and said to his mother, Mary, "Behold, he is destined to bring about the fall and rise of many in Israel." Luke chapter 2, verse 22, verses 27 to 30, and verses 33 to 34. Grace to ask, to open my heart to the wisdom of God. Invocation. Lord, help me to grow in spiritual awareness. The fifth glorious joyful mystery, the finding of Jesus in the temple. And when he was about to turn 12, they had gone up to Jerusalem in accordance with the custom of the feast. And while they were returning, the child Jesus remained in Jerusalem, and his parents did not know. And it happened that after 3 days they found him in the temple, seated in the midst of the teachers, both listening to them, and asking them questions, and all those listening to him were amazed at his intelligence and his answers. Luke chapter 2, verses 42 to 43, and verses 46 to 47. Grace to ask, to carry out difficult tasks with patience. Invocation. Jesus, loving and patient, live in me. Here's something that you didn't know about joyful mysteries, or at least we assume you didn't know. The joyful mysteries are usually prayed on Mondays and Saturdays. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that until today.
Well, now you know.
Well, I thank God that I had this opportunity to learn something new.
You learn something new every day thanks to our great teacher, Jesus Christ.
Praise be to Christ.
Praise be to Christ.